Good morning, young man. You hit the second button, meaning you want to go downstairs. The Bureau of Cryptid Affairs. I'm guessing you're the delivery driver? So let's go ahead and get the proper paperwork out of the way. I'm sure you have your tag so we can get this monster off the streets.
It's my first day. I'm early.
That's a good thing, son. Early bird does catch the worm. So what you got for me?
Well, sir, how are you today?
Yeah.
I'm the new courier.
Yeah?
Actually, I'm the old courier. I'm the new delivery man.
Oh, I'll be doggone.
I don't know the official title for it, but I'm pretty sure it's delivery, because I go to the field and pick up the you-know-what and bring it back here, and then we go through, I guess, part of the street opens up, and then there's a tunnel.
Oh, really?
And I unload. There's an unloading dock, they said, and I take the service elevator,
Yeah?
the big elevator, down to the basement.
Yeah.
The second basement, actually.
Yeah.
And they said at the second basement, I'll unload, and there's guys down there that'll put this bad boy in a cage.
I don't care about any of that shit. All right, mister, I don't give my name whenever I introduce myself. Like I'm from a different country or a different planet. What's your hunter tag number, son?
A hunter agent ID? Is that what you mean?
Your hunter tag number. Your hunter tag number so you can get this off my street.
What? The what now? A hunter tag? I have my hunter ID.
The goddamn hunter tag number so you can get this son of a bitch off the street.
The hunter tag,
I'm sorry for swearing, young man. Your hunter tag number. You're gonna need that to actually get through the door. You see.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The hunter tag number was the thing that the man gave you that shocked this thing.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, sir, just relax. I got it.
You went to that classroom same as everybody else. I don't know what's going on with Reading behind you hippies off the street.
And there you are. Sorry, sir.
He hiring bombs. It seemed like he went to the YMCA to hire people. Some bitch.
I'm doing my best. It's my first day. I was a little bit early.
All right. 7, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. All right. You take that back. I signed it, and you signed right there, right next to where you see your name, and it says sign.
So, I figured I could get all this stuff out of the way. I figured there was something I may have gotten wrong, so that's why I came early. That's a good thing, right?
There you go, dummy. All right.
All right, so since all that seems to be in order enough, I'll just ease on down.
You said you was early. Hold on.
What are you talking about now?
Where's your tag for the vehicle, son?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
How in the hell did you make it all the way to Washington, D.C. and you ain't got the...
I know what you're talking about.
You don't have your vehicle properly tagged.
Okay, well, take it out, Mr. Hamilton. I'm just gonna go through here and ignore all that stuff, and we can get it right next time, because I was early, but now I'm gonna be late. So,
Penelope should have gave you an envelope, so you don't know nothing. Okay, well...
Oh, Miss Penelope, yes, she gave me some documents as well, and this cool sticker that I left on the bathroom stall door, because that's what I need. I got you. Sorry.
With the tag for your vehicle for the day. How did you make it to Washington, D.C. and all those police without having a proper tag on this illegal vehicle? Go on there and take on... Whoa, hold on, wait a minute. What's your hunter agent's number? Your hunter agent's number's pinning on a goddamn badge they gave you. Oh, my God.
Hey, Mr. Hamilton, you're gonna force my hand. I'm gonna have to tell Mr. Redding on you if you don't get out of the way, so... Hey, there's Big Tex. Why don't you ask that captain over there? He's a captain downstairs. No, let me hold my voice down. He's a captain downstairs. He can vouch for everything I'm saying.
Big Tex.
What? Do what?
You recognize this boy? Or is he some sort of a terrorist or something?
Yeah, he works downstairs.
You better be glad Big Tex came to here, because I was about to smoke your game.
God, Lee, you're cranky old shit.
Hurry up, kid.
Get this piece of shit off this street from in front of this library and take the thing downstairs where it's supposed to be before I tell Reading on you. Now, how about that?
Have a nice day, Mr. Alexander Hamilton. Prick.
You need to be rich. You need to be happy. Say that to yourselves 13 times, twice a day. When the clock reads 3:33, and drop a check in the mail from all that money you will have afterwards.
You know, my acting career is still going to be phenomenal. Whether we do this ritual or not, but seeing as how it's tradition and seeing as how I'm here at the Grove, we might as well just go ahead and go through with it.
Yes, well, some of us don't have the gifts of your talents and need to cheat to get ahead. I'm one of them, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
The role of the thespian is a coveted and important one, brothers.
You know, one day, when I'm done with movies, I'm even going to have a TV show, believe it or not.
Movies to television? That's crazy talk. Why would anyone do that? It's career suicide if I've ever heard it.
I got dragon's blood, baby. I got tiger's blood. Nobody can touch me. I'm the greatest actor in Hollywood right now, and I'll be the greatest actor in Hollywood 10 years from now.
Make no mistake that even in the days of Nimrod the Great, when our first fathers launched their forever war against the Christian God of the Bible, that the actor was who performed the duty of showing visually to all people that it was possible.
Dragon's blood, my ass. You'll be pissing dragon's blood if the worshipful master is at all displeased with this year's cremation of care.
So let's bring on this Moloch thing. I'll be glad when we get this done so I can go home to my supermodel wife and we have us just a good old time and a half.
Where are these barbarians with the beast? They've always made an excuse to be late. I'm sick of it.
These rednecks need to hurry up.
Well, I tell you this much. The high priest will be moved from his position if this foolishness is not brought to an end. And then I shall take his place.
Come now, you don't believe that madness?
None of you seem to understand that I am the seed of the serpent. The progenitor of my family is the one who freed the first man and woman from the garden, where the demiurge placed them. You should all count yourself as lucky that high priest is the only position I seek. Yes, that's right, I will stand next to the worshipful master, and these ceremonies will begin by my hand.
No one would stand by and have a great high priest deposed by one such as yourself.
And then there should be no foolishness like we have to deal with now. I will punish the fools you do. And I may punish one of you, too, for allowing it to happen.
Well, if it isn't the rich nephew of Satan himself.
High priest, I'm glad to see that you've finally decided to join us. Another medically induced coma, I see.
My elixirs and potions allow me to converse with beings that dwell in the ethereal realms. You wouldn't understand such a holy ritual.
I hope your rest was refreshing. I wonder how the worshipful master would feel about you using illicit drugs.
It is by the worshipful master's good grace and knowledge of the ancient text that I do these things.
You're barely alive, High Priest.
Then hand me you inert fool.
High Priest, you're old and your time has come.
How dare you put a hand to him? That's enough.
Hey, old man, you shouldn't do that to that guy. He didn't do anything to you.
You be quiet, actor. You have no say-so in this matter.
Daddy's all old and frail. Why don't you go sit down somewhere and relax?
What do you know of it, actor? Your acting skills are atrocious.
You ain't got since God gave a mule, buddy. I said leave him alone.
How dare you touch the high priest of this grove?
How dare I, you say?
Your family's genetic abnormalities from inbreeding must have warped your brain.
Quit being a weird son of a bitch.
My brothers, please help him to his feet.
All right, let's go. When worshipful master gets back, he's probably going to do something terrible to you, though. Just so you know. And I'll be laughing about it.
I am okay, my brothers.
Listen here, brother, if there's ever another outburst like that, then I personally will see to it that your membership is revoked, and all members in all aspects of business and politics shun you.
The worshipful master will lose interest in you soon enough, and then I shall sit your throne. And furthermore, the
Worshipful master.
Yes, it would be me.
worshipful master, what a pleasant surprise. I was just about to usurp the high priest's power.
Worshipful master, welcome.
High priest, we were simply playing Ring Around the Rosie at an awesomely high speed for such an old and frail priest.
Worshipful master, this foolish usurper was spinning the high priest so fast his legs came off the ground. He's lucky his arms weren't broken. It was a perverted and blasphemous act of heresy.
This old fool. Stand now and watch, worshipful master, as I rend him in half.
High priest, go get some rest, my old friend. You're going to need it.
Worshipful master, this heretic's been blabbering on about taking the high priest's throne for his own. He won't shut up about it. I believe he's a ripe heretic and a fool. Worst of all, a treacherous weaving spider.
Now for you.
Worshipful master, it was just all a joke that went too far, and that's my fault.
You know, if there's one thing I can't stand on planet Earth, gentlemen, that's a turncoat.
No, you don't understand, worshipful master. I didn't mean any of it. It was all just in good fun, you see.
Weaving spiders come not here.
Please, no, merciful master. I will do better the next time. I promise you that.
Oh no, old friend, it'll be okay. But you have to die.
Worshipful master, you don't want to do this. The high priest is the one that you need to get rid of, not me.
You see, if we cannot trust one another, then we have no trust among men. We are painted with regal color to be the leaders of this world. And if we have someone like you going against the grain, looking to usurp his brother's power, then we might as well live like the animal. You should have respected your brother's position and left him be.
I'm a Rothschild, don't you know who I am? If I go missing, the whole world would be put on high alert. You and even your high priest and you, worshipful master, do not have it in you to lay harm to one of my kind.
You see, we have to be able to trust each other with everything. And if you're trying to usurp your brother's power, then you're no brother at all. So it seems like we will have us a customary pre-sacrifice feast, and your flesh will be on the menu.
Now, see, that's where I'm going to stop you. I'm not actually going to eat anyone. So, yeah, I'll be in the lobby smoking a joint.
Oh, Charlie, we understand.
Hey, actor, do you want to come with me? Or, no? I'll piss on you anyways.
I have more money than any human being on planet Earth. Do you understand that? You can be wealthy beyond your wildest dreams. Lay no harm to me. Please, sir, you cannot do this. I am asking you, I'm saying please do not do this.
All right, fellas. Worshipful master, always great to see you.
Go and smoke your marijuana and get you a nap. We're already about to start the real festivities. You will want to be there for that.
I'm in my cabin. Wake me up before the ceremony starts, will you?
You cannot do this, please.
Seize him.
Worshipful master, forgive me of the plea to not let them harm me. I'm not ready to die. I'm only 69 years old. Unhand me, you fools. No, please. Please.
Gentlemen, take him into the main lodge and call all the new members of the Grove. They need to witness what happened to the one such as this who goes against the grain. Gentlemen, we are the future, and nothing can stop us. Nothing and no one.
The beast was taken from the Lake Tahoe area. It's already started to disrupt the natural ecosystem, taking this one cub, Bush. There's also been numerous sightings around the Lake Tahoe area of the hairy creature. I certainly hope that no one was foolish enough to receive one of these beasts. But of course, if they were, I know you would tell me, if you had knowledge that this had taken place, of course.
Mr. President, I know you're an extremely busy man, and I can't express enough how I appreciate you taking time for this conversation, but I have to reiterate the fact that I don't know anything about these creatures, and I don't know anything about anyone at Bohemian Grove who's even spoken of one. And if there's anything I can do, if there's any information that I come across that might help the men in that bureau.
Your old partner Redding is the head of that bureau.
Jacob Redding was my old partner back in the 60s when I was in the Central Intelligence Agency. It's when I first started out, still wet behind the ears, sir.
So I do sincerely appreciate your cooperation. And if you hear anything, let me know.
I will keep my eyes out, sir, and if there's any members who have engaged in this nefarious plot, you will be the first to hear. I can promise you that.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bush, I've attended Bohemian Grove and I know exactly what happens. I, for one, did not attend to join their esoteric practices. Anyone in Washington knows that if you want a political career, you have to go uninvited. That being said, I did not take part in the rituals that take place after midnight. You know what I mean, Bush.
Mr. President, I understand fully, sir.
So I do sincerely appreciate your cooperation, because what the members of this grove probably do not know about these creatures, when a young one is taken, there's been cases where the adults, the tribe, the family unit, the entirety of the family unit will go over 150 miles to retrieve this beast. They inherently know whether it's alive or dead. So hopefully no one was foolish enough to go and take a beast or receive one from a poacher down in that grove.
It is a shame that someone would try to harm one of these majestic creatures.
You're a smart guy, Bush. You'll be president one day.
Oh, I wish I could see one.
Have a good day, Bush. The American people deserve a lot better than what they've been getting. We've been under the yoke of madmen for far too long. The local politicians and your local representatives have done you a grand disservice. They won't tell you the truth about what's really going on. They won't tell you the truth about what's going on in your state, nor in the federal government. But you, what in the hell? What? Well, that weird son of a bitch.
Yeah, you really think you're gonna just roll up the toilet upstairs and then just, I'm not gonna say nothing to you? All right, you sure right. You right. All right, put in the code, that red button. And here we go to the upside down skyscraper. Well, it's kind of hot in this elevator, but whatever. I don't get paid be cleaning up nobody's boo-boo. I don't get paid to clean up pee off of nobody. Y'all send somebody from janitorial staff down here. I know I ain't even supposed to be down there, but I don't care. Somebody gonna come up kind of clean. It ain't gonna be me. I'm not gonna deal with it. Got some secretaries down here, let me straighten myself up. I get that mustard on my other pen. Oh, wow. This is nicer than I thought it was gonna be down here. Man, this is a whole lot nicer than I thought it would be down here. Hey, I know that dude. What's up, fella?
Hey, Mr. Hamilton. Wait a minute, Mr. Hamilton. Nah, I don't think you're supposed to be down here, sir.
Good
morning, Big Tex. How are you today, Cap?
What's up, Miss Penelope? How you doing this beautiful morning?
Not as awake or chipper as you, obviously, but how are you?
If I was doing any better, I'd need something for it, Penelope.
That's awesome. Hey. What in the hell is this, Mr. Hamilton? How'd you get down here?
I fell into a...
Can't believe it took me 20-some years to come down here.
Hamilton, what the hell are you doing down here? How did you get the coast to even get down here? Son of a bitch.
Hey, Big Tex, you the one I want to see.
What in the hell? Mr. Hamilton, how did you get down? You know what? That part don't matter. You gotta get out of here. Deputy Director Redding sees you're the Assistant Deputy Director. Both our ass is grass, and probably mine before yours.
No, I'm gonna say my piece before I go anywhere. So you better listen.
This is an above top secret installation. Hamilton, what are you doing down here? What's going on? How'd you get down here? Where'd you get the code from?
We'll figure that out here in a minute. Listen.
But Penelope, don't hit that button. It's okay. Mr. Hamilton was just leaving. It was all a big mistake. He somehow hit the 9-digit code accidentally, hitting all the correct numbers. Again, how did you get the number for the elevator to even come down here?
Damn all that stuff you talking about.
You gotta get out of here. What do you want? What do you want? Why are you here?
Hey, man, why don't y'all start flushing the toilet? If y'all use the bathroom upstairs, I don't know what. Y'all got 7 stories, 3 bathrooms at least on every floor, and we still want to use the library. I want y'all pee before y'all go home. I'll stop and get some coffee somewhere and use
What the hell are you talking about? Nobody uses the toilet upstairs, just like you said. We got bathrooms on every floor, like 3 or 4 of them.
Hold on, go on.
How did you get down here? How did you get the code to get down here?
I'm not telling you nothing. First, I'm gonna tell you this. Who boo-booed upstairs in the library toilet? That's all I want to know. And I want you to tell me who it was, because I know it's you. So just admit it.
Hamilton, I'm serious.
Tex, you big son of a bitch.
Hamilton, don't come an inch closer. What are you doing down here?
Next time I see this toilet stopped up, Big Tex, I'm looking at your big ass.
Do what?
I'm gonna be mad about it.
What are you talking about?
Tex, that thing was bigger than that Ninja Turtle movie that just came out. It was big as one of them.
I did what? Damn it, Hamilton. Let's talk about it upstairs.
Don't bullshit. All right, you know what, Tex? I ain't gonna argue with you. I'll go ahead and grab one of your janitorial crew, and you can come out with them, because you're going to be the one conducting the orchestra on that one.
I'm going to say it one more time, Hamilton, just once more. Nobody's coming up there to clean that bullshit up. You got a whole janitorial staff.
Big Tex, I don't get what you say. You try to say that now because you know you got caught. I knew it was you. I could just tell by the shape, the smell, and the coloration of the movement itself.
Hamilton, are you nuts? You're crazy, right?
Get your big ass on up there and clean up after yourself. I know you was raised down there in Texas, but y'all still shitting out houses down there.
Why, you smart-ass son of a...
I wish you would get mad. That's what I want you to do. Get mad about it.
Oh, is that what you want?
Get mad with that plunger and that in there with towels and that bucket over there.
I'm not cleaning up nothing, nor is anybody from down here in the upside-down skyscraper cleaning up nothing. How do you like them apples?
See the bucket over there in the corner?
Damn that bucket over there in the corner, and damn whatever you're talking about. Now you gotta get out of here. Mr. Hamilton, seriously, you gonna get us in trouble.
What the hell y'all got going on down there?
Hey, you ain't supposed to be walking around this way.
I ain't walking around nowhere where I ain't supposed to be. I'm just taking a look.
Take your look and hurry up and get out of here.
Text now business. I need somebody to get up there and clean that shit up. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not using, and guess what? Nobody on my janitorial staff is gonna do it either. So you better get somebody up there.
Fine, I'll find somebody to do it, but you gotta get out of here before I'm telling you. If Redding sees you down here, he'll be nice to you, but he'll rip my head off.
Where's that damn delivery boy? Send him.
No, that delivery boy is in training, Hamilton, and you know it. I can't send him up there to clean up some shit that you're trying to blame on me, which I'm starting to believe was probably you.
He out shit for brains, and then again that night you can clean it. He'll fit right at home.
Now, have you had your gander?
You don't deserve to work down there with these pretty girls. Get somebody up there to clean that shit up. Now, I'm tired. All right, don't worry about it. If it's there in the next hour, I'm gonna tell on your ass.
You ain't gonna tell on me.
Yeah, I am.
You're gonna tell on me for what? I didn't do anything.
I'm gonna tell on you.
You ain't got nothing to tell.
Yo, I'm about to. I'm gonna tell on you.
Telling me for what?
Because you act like you see, you supposed to be a captain down there, but you act like you ain't got no sense.
Oh, you're something else, Hamilton. Boy, I thought we were better than that. Well, Hamilton, I don't know, you're gonna tell Flowers is still out in the field and Redding is in an important meeting on the phone with someone, so why don't you come back later on and you can snitch all you want to.
Hey, what's that over there?
Damn it.
I'm just gonna...
Hamilton?
Bobbing 5 feet over here, Tech. Big Tech. Relax. I ain't going nowhere out the way. What's this right here behind this cake? What is that?
It's a ferry.
A ferry?
A water ferry, to be exact.
Like a ferry, like Alice in Wonderland?
There ain't no damn ferries in Alice in Wonderland. What are you talking about? You know better than that.
I know Alice in Wonderland didn't have no ferries. I was testing you.
Oh, yeah, I just bet you did. Okay, so you looked, right? You like it? Let's go.
Oh, shit, Big Tex. Yeah, let me hurry up and get from around here.
Take your look and hurry up and get out of here.
All right, damn, Ruben, I'm going.
Hey, Hamilton, you know good and damn well you're not supposed to be saying my name down here.
Oh, yeah, I can't say your real name down here. That's right. Because nobody can know your real name until you die. Now, some weird stuff that I've got going on.
It's a contractual obligation we have to the Bureau Cryptid Affairs. You know what? You shouldn't even worry about it. It's none of your business. I don't even remember telling you my name. I worked here for so long, but now we can go ahead and ease our way on back upstairs.
What's up, Captain?
Oh, there we go. That's fantastic. Look who it is.
Good morning to you, sir.
Assistant Deputy Director Flowers, back from the field already, I see.
And there he is.
Sir, I just want to tell you right now, I don't...
Mr. Alexander Hamilton himself.
It's my main man, Archibald Flowers. What's happening?
I'm just trying to keep everything together, trying to make it. Welcome to what they call the upside-down skyscraper, my friend. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it?
Hey, I appreciate you giving me that code. You're right. It's real put together down there. Got a lot of pretty ladies, too.
You gave it to him.
Yeah, I gave him the codes under Deputy Director Redding's orders, and it was by Chief Director Reagan's request. So he thinks a lot of you, Hamilton.
Yeah, I did not tell you. I don't know if it must leave my mind, but yeah.
But what in the hell?
My bad. Yes, Deputy Director Redding said it's a long time coming, but it was time for me to take the grand tour of the upside-down skyscraper.
Thanks for letting me know who gave you the code there, Hamilton. That's a true blue friend. I've seen you for many years now. Glad that you wouldn't deflect from the most important part. Well, he just came a little early, did he?
Yeah, and I just came a little bit early because somebody boo-booed and tore up the toilet upstairs.
What about the toilet upstairs? What? Why would anybody be using the toilet upstairs?
Yeah, well...
We have 4 bathrooms per floor.
I don't know who would that be, but...
I did not break your toilet up there.
But in any event, welcome again, and...
Assistant Deputy Director, I'm going to go ahead and head to Redding's office.
Go ahead, Big Tex. Pretty sure he should be free.
I'll let you continue this tour with Hamilton.
Why, Big Tex? I'm pretty sure he's free, but that's going to change at a moment's notice, so you better hurry.
You enjoy your tour, Hamilton.
What's up, Archie? How'd your daughter doing?
Yeah, thank you, Hamilton, for asking. She's about to start middle school, believe it or not. I think she's in a botany. Oh no, she's got some sort of a Japanese orchid or something. Death orchid, she calls it. I don't know what she's got going on.
Hey, Deputy Director, I was wondering if I could speak to you for a moment. If you're not busy, of course. It's nothing important.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Hey, boss, I came to put in some extra hours. It's been so close to Christmas and everything.
Yes, it seems to always be just right around the corner.
Boss, that ain't truth. I just came to hear the rest of that story about Kennedy and the beginning of the Bureau of Cryptid Affairs.
Ah, yes, I understand. Do you remember where I left off?
I don't rather remember, boss. Just start off from where you remember.
The Kennedy assassination was a turning point for our agency. Nothing will ever be the same after that.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Wait, what? The Kennedy assassination?
He was the first president to be hands-on and help shape what this bureau is today. Then a phrase plot could have been thwarted were there not so many tendrils, so many threads that weaved into the spiderweb of his assassination.
I'm sorry, sir. That had to be a very difficult time for you.
Hunter Agent Rubin, it was akin to losing my very own father.
The question of how and why the Illuminati is the crux of the great conspiracy to destroy the sovereignty of the United States and the enslavement of the American people within a UN one-world dictatorship is a complete and unknown mystery to the vast majority of the American people.
You just end it with Kennedy dying? You seem to have an affinity for him, man. It is a sad thing. I remember my dad being inside about it when I was a kid, and it happened years ago. He didn't talk about anything. You didn't bring the Mafia into it. Mafia had something to do with his death. You didn't even mention the Mafia. Or, you didn't mention Hamilton, the guy who works at the library, who's mean to everybody. You didn't mention a lot of stuff. You just jumped from JFK to JFK's death. That's...
Hunter Agent Rubin, we only have 3 days before we have to be in San Francisco to prepare for the Bohemian Grove mission. Where's your partner? Hunter Agent Winston.
I don't know. 619 sitting around the house drunk.
Hunter Agent Rubin?
I mean, he's off. You can't just like, don't just between me and you, he's drunk.
Hello, you have reached the residence of...
Hello?
I'm not telling you my name.
What in the hell?
But blah, 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 blah.
619?
Yeah, Tex, what do you need?
619, you crazy son of a bitch. Hey, come on up to Yonkers. I bought a couple of lamb chops, a couple of steaks, and some summer sausage. Think about throwing something on the grill.
No, I don't feel well. And I had this crazy nightmare about those werewolves.
Oh, quit being a baby. It's just a nightmare. Come on down here. It's middle of the day anyways. What are you doing in bed?
I don't feel good.
Are you drunk?
No.
You're drunk. You're drunk and Cooter Brown. Well, are you too drunk to drink? You got some gold bears, too. Get it? Too drunk to drink? Hello?
I'm awake.
What? You are drunk, aren't you? Well, you son of a bitch. Well, check it out. Your dad may come. I think he may be off today.
He's not my dad, Big Tex, okay?
All right,
not my dad.
all right. Take it easy. I mean, he raised you. You know, he's your adopted father, your stepdad, or whatever you like to call it. But, I mean, he's
Big
pretty
Tex,
much your
stop.
dad.
442. Hunter Agent 442. Stop.
I can't believe you. What are you drinking that damn sour mash, ain't you? Well, I'll tell you what. Get your stupid ass out of bed and take the trolley up here, or the train or something.
I don't want to go to your barbecue. Leave me alone. Going back to bed.
All right, well, maybe when your dad comes up here, I'll just have him bring you a plate.
Stop with the my dad thing.
I'll just tell him you're drunk.
No, don't tell him I'm drunk, dude. What are you talking about? That's messed up, Big Tex. Hello?
He's on his off days, and, you know, I wouldn't reprimand him or nothing.
Yes, he'll not be reprimanded. It is indeed his off day. But I take note of that.
I think he's having some anxiety about what happened with that werewolf.
He's not been the same since the attack. I worry about him, Rubin. I worry about him. Well, on any of that, Hunter Agent Rubin, I believe you know the rest of the story that brings us to today.
Well, it's just sad to me. It's sad. I don't think it should end that way. And if you could fill in the gaps, maybe. I mean, everybody knows Kennedy died, but I don't know your end of it.
Well, Rubin, I'll be honest, I don't think anyone would care to listen. Or care about it at all. You're just the stories of some old man here at the Bureau.
Oh, hell yeah, why wouldn't I care? You hired me for the Bureau. I work my way up to captain. I care about the people in that building. Care about the people out there that these creatures affect to a whole lot less degree. I care about the creatures themselves. I don't want the natural environment that they live in becoming off balance because they're not there, or because there's a crazy one terrorizing people and they gotta go out there to kill it. The whole point of us is to keep the balance, right? So, can you balance out this story? Because that's a bunch of shit, sir. I'm sorry, not being disrespectful. That's a bunch of shit. It's a name like that.
Well, I'll back up then, because you're absolutely right. Many things transpired before his untimely death at the hands of nefarious assassins. There was
If Momo and Francis think that they're gonna go back and forth between Reno and Nevada, hanging out with Jack Kennedy while Bobby's scalping us in Philadelphia and making his way into New Jersey, they got another thing coming. They're at this party, right?
Can you believe it, fellas? The kid from Chicago's been invited to the White House by the president himself. Who would have ever thought it?
Jack, you gotta be one of the craziest sons of bitches I've ever seen.
Oh, you're raising hell yet again. And you seem like you're just a hoy-boy. You complain all the time, and you think everything bad's gonna happen. You're Negative Nancy.
Negative Nancy's ass. Listen, Jack, you was at a charitable event last night where there was at least 3 known mob bosses and Frank Sinatra, who you invited to the White House today. And he's a mob associate, if not a mobster himself. But you ain't crazy. You know what? You got it, Mr. President.
What are you talking about, Lyndon? Frank's a Hollywood actor and a household name. He sold silver and gold records.
Well, I'll be doggone. Look at the chairman of the board, they call.
Everybody in America knows who Frank Sinatra is. It's not that bad that he's coming here.
Well then, Jack, if it was such a great idea, I don't remember you informing the press secretary that he was coming up today.
Well, Lyndon, you're right. I didn't inform the press secretary because I knew it would be controversial.
Yeah, because you know that's a bunch of nonsense.
I don't want controversy amongst all the other things going on up here.
You bringing a known mob associate, more than likely a mob member, into the Oval Office to have drinks with you. Y'all gonna be in here drinking liquor, like y'all in Chicago at some dance hall. You don't think that's gonna cause controversy in and of itself? You think we're the only ones that knew he came in here? You don't think that any of them Secret Servicemen might sell that information for a buck or two? Come on, Jack, you ought to have better sense than that.
I was just wanting to visit with an old friend.
Well, I'll tell you what, if they better pat him down, because I know I'll kill you at 38. If they didn't pat him down, he would start reaching real quick for something. I'll plug his ass, Jack. That's his all there is to it.
Well, Lyndon, don't start that shit. Just take it easy. I'm trying to relax, and you need to as well.
I'll trust him. He's a gangster, Jack.
And I think that it'd be a good idea for you two to get to know one another, because I have a lot of respect for you and him.
Old greasy head himself.
And furthermore than that, there he is, the chairman of the board, Lyndon.
Oh, well, look who it is. Speak of the devil.
Frank Sinatra.
Hey, Jack. Hey, Lyndon.
Hey, well, I'll be doggone, there's Frank Sinatra. Hey, Frank, you don't mind getting up against that wall so the Secret Servicemen can pat you down, do you?
Well, sure, Lyndon, but they'd find me down at the door.
God damn it, Lyndon.
But I understand how crazy things are these days.
Sorry, Frank, Lyndon's,
Thank you, Frank, for your cooperation with that. Jack, why don't you relax? Jack gets real, gassed up and real stressed out up here lately. You have to forgive him. And yeah, I'll have a drink with you. You know, I'll drink some sun tea, and I can drink that goddamn liquor if you want to. It's 11 a.m. in the morning. But I'll sit down and have a drink.
Well, Jack, you really ought to take it easy. You can't take all this stuff so seriously, and you really can't let it get you down in the dumps. You've seemed awful blue here lately.
Well, Frank, all I can do is my best, and I do that, but I'm telling you, it's just been a stressful time up here on Capitol Hill, here for the past, I'd say 3 months.
I'll tell you what, why don't you go on out to Reno? Me and the guys are going to be out there, and a certain girl that would love to see you. And let your hair down a little bit.
Well, there, that certain girl, she been talking about Wacky Jack by chance?
Get away from Lyndon. Lyndon's a stick in the mud, aren't you, Lyndon?
Yeah, I got a stick in the mud, Frank. Yeah, I got one, and every now and again I'll pull it out and whoop an old smart-ass Italian upside his head with it.
Hey, relax, big guy. I'm just messing with you.
I'll beat the grease off your head, Frank.
I would invite you out too, but I don't know if Lady Bird will let you off the leash.
Boy, you have missed your line of work. You should have been a stand-up comedian. Hey, he.
No, but seriously, Jack, what's been bothering you all this stuff?
You know, Frank, I will take you up on that offer. I may need to let my head down a little bit and have a drink, have a smoke, and relax, because maybe I'm gonna let it lying the stress to get to me a little bit too much. You see, there's people in place in this certain area that's stressing me out the most, and he's very efficient, this person, and I'll tell you what, you're friends, I'll go ahead and tell you.
Now, John, why don't you just calm down just a little bit and
Frank, there's monsters, and monsters are real.
Monsters?
Damn it.
What do you mean monsters? There's no such thing as monsters.
He's not on a need-to-know basis there, Jack.
That's what's been bothering me. Now I'm getting reports from the FBI and Hoover that there's also aliens, but the monsters is what's really bothering me.
I tell you what,
Frank, I know what it sounds like, but
damn it.
I'll tell you what. Hold on just a second, let me grab this and
Now see, this the shit I'm talking about.
yeah, and let's roll this footage that me and Lyndon just watched.
Now, damn it, you can't show him that film, and you know it. Now, I ain't supposed to be sending a housing entertainer that's working out there in Las Vegas gonna see a film that I wasn't supposed to see. He ain't even part of the government.
Just calm down, Lyndon. Calm down, relax. It's fine. Frank's fine. Frank, hold your right hand up.
Oh, bullshit, Jack.
Do you swear to solemnly keep this film to yourself and all the things you learn about here in this office?
Damn it, Jack, are you crazy? You, listen.
Calm down, Lyndon. I told you he's fine. I trust this man, and you should too.
Trust him my ass. Trust him with what? Trust him with knowledge of what monsters are supposed to be. You know what? Mr. President, you go on ahead and do what you want to do. You do you. All right? I'm going to do me. If anybody says anything to me, I wasn't here. And if anybody says anything about that log out there, somebody forged my name.
Anyways, do you solemnly swear before the President of the United States and the Vice President that you will not release any kind of information that's given to you here today?
Yeah, I suppose so, Jack.
All right, Frank. You heard what he said, Lyndon? Let's roll this film real quick.
These are rare. You see, you cannot just go into
Boy, this is the shit I'm talking about.
and retrieve the animal as simply as it's
That thing's a monster.
Yeah, it's real monsters.
has been taken out of its natural habitat. It must be
This can't be real.
It's real. It's real as real can be.
different habitat. You must understand.
Holy shit, Jack.
This is not the thing to do.
I think that thing was called a Yeti.
You will be in big trouble because the mother and the father, they are.
I'm stressed out now.
You'll never guess this, Frank. You'll never guess where they got it at. Lyndon, you tell him.
I ain't telling him shit.
Lyndon, just take it easy. I don't know how many times I got to tell you to calm your ass down.
I ain't a part of it. I don't know what y'all got going on. I ain't a part of it. I ain't telling him a damn thing. You tell him. You've been doing all this other. You the one brought out the President's Bible and had him put his hand on it. Why don't you go on ahead and finish your own up?
Now, I'll let you in here, and yeah, you're the Vice President.
I don't have any knowledge that this was done, so when he goes to the papers and they lock you in Guantanamo Bay, they're just going to be you and you alone. I wasn't even here.
Don't pay attention to Lyndon. He's always a sourpuss. Guess what's at, Frank? It's under the library. It's underneath the library here in D.C.
The library?
Underneath the library. You heard me right.
I guess I had to poison the old boy letting me in here, that staffer. But I'm telling you, you're making a mistake, Jack.
Lyndon, I tell you what,
What library? The library in Washington, D.C.?
what is this, an echo chamber all of a sudden? Yes, Frank, yes, underneath the library in D.C., Washington, D.C.
Dad, suits, man.
Now, do you understand why I've been so, stressed out? Now, let's put this away, and, this isn't something we're going to be speaking about ever again.
Jack, you definitely got to get out of Washington for a little bit. Even you, big guy.
I'm going to go about there and write my name out the visitor's log.
I'm telling you, come down to my club in Reno. We'll all have us a nice Jack and Coke. And forget about this kind of nonsense for a little bit. Plus, there's some friends that I know would love to see you there, Jackie boy.
What are you talking about there, Momo G and Connor and the Mafia?
Nobody's talking about Momo G and Kana, anything like that.
I don't like people trying to be slick, talk past me like I'm some dumb country boy. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I know exactly what you is, Frank Sinatra. What's your real name, Francis? Oh, gangsta ass. You one of them, too. That's why he love you so damn much. It ain't because you conceited you, it's because you want to.
Look at me telling tales out of school.
Yeah, yeah, Frank, what are you talking about? You know, nobody's, referencing the mafia or anything.
Ah, you crazy son of a bitch. What do you think I'm crazy? I know you're talking about old Mo, G, and Donna.
I'll tell you what, tell everybody I said hello, Jackie and the kids, and tell Letty Bird I said hi. You guys have a premier top floor room whenever you're ready. I know you never get to leave Washington, D.C. there, Lyndon, but you know, you're more than welcome to, as is Lady Bird.
I don't have much need to go out to Nevada or any place else outside of Texas and Washington, but who knows, maybe one day I'll come out there and hang out with you degenerates.
Sammy wanted you to autograph this, Lyndon.
He wanted me to autograph something for him.
He's a big fan of yours for some reason. I told him that you weren't too particularly fond of people of his persuasion.
What do you mean, people of his persuasion? You trying to insinuate that I got racial prejudice?
Whoa, take it easy, Lyndon. I'm not making any accusations. None that you haven't already made yourself.
Lyndon, we're just having a political discussion. There's no need to take it personally.
Oh, you're full of shit as a Christmas turkey.
Lyndon, I told you to calm down. Relax, I said.
No, I calmed down. You accused me of racial prejudice. Listen, I've done more for the black man in Texas than anybody has.
Oh, Lyndon.
And as for this pencil-necked, short-pecked son of a bitch right here...
You know, one day, a Negro is going to be just as equal as the white man. They already are in the eyes of God. You know that.
Well, Lyndon, he may have a point there.
What are we doing in this society, man?
You looking at it from some rich boy who likes to sing songs perspective, and you can afford to go and hang out with anybody you want to. You can't do that with some sharecropper down there in Southeast Texas. You don't have any idea how hard it is to keep the balance and balance the scales between people from not only different races, but different cultures, different social backgrounds, different levels of wealth. You got to balance all that, keep that in scale as a governor, and then as a senator. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're speaking on things you don't know.
Well, Lyndon, I don't know, it's just my opinion. I don't think that any man should be put above another, no matter what's in his pockets or what's on his skin.
See, that's what I'm talking about. All these black folks around here, they got the same privileges that we got, is only separate. And that's what they asked for. That's the thing about it. That's what they wanted. Separate but equal. And they got it. Now I'm a bad guy because I'm a Democrat and I'm from the South. Listen, I don't have any problem with black folks. When I was a school teacher, I taught black folks. There's a little colored boy sat at the front of the classroom I loved just like my own son.
Well, LBJ is like this. Have you ever signed any legislation that says that black people have to sit at the back of the bus?
What the hell you know about legislation, Frank?
No, I'm not saying that I know everything there is to know about legislation.
The only thing you legislating is how many men's wives you got in bed tonight.
Or have you ever signed legislation that says, well, black folks can eat in this part of the restaurant, if they can't eat in this part of the restaurant, when they come, they have to pick up their food through the back. They can't sit in the restaurant at all.
Yeah, Frank, you think you know so damn much. You so smart. You're a civil rights leader now. I ain't seen you marching with Dr. King.
What Dr. King is doing is amazing to me, Lyndon. He's really making a difference. He's bringing people together in a good way.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Frank. Let's just call space space.
We'll get there one day, Lyndon, I guarantee it.
Talking all that bullshit. You're an Italian from goddamn New York City, and you think you... give me that damn paper. I'll sign it for him. To Sammy. Have a good time being a degenerate Jew. Love, LBJ. There you go, Frank.
Jack, LBJ.
Damn it all to hell and tell me that I'm racial prejudice.
Stay classy. And I'm gonna stay old blue eyes.
Yeah, Frank. Bye. Jack, why did you show him that film? You can't just let anybody and everybody know these things are real.
Nothing's going to happen to anyone.
You got Frank Sinatra, a goddamn Las Vegas lounge singer, and a B-movie actor coming in here watching the same things that you are electing about even letting me watch. What's the matter with you?
Lyndon, you worry too much. You're like an old maid. You're always worrying about something. Listen, Frank's all right. He's my friend, and I don't think he's going to say anything to anyone. As a matter of fact, I know he's not going to say anything to anyone. He looked a little bit more shocked about it than I did when I initially saw this stuff.
Well, Jack, you're supposed to be the sheriff of Nottingham, this whole thing, and you making decisions like that. It don't really look good, Jack. Then you look like a nervous goddamn wreck all the time, and you're running around here like a chicken with his head cut off. Nobody's around smoking more marijuana than a jazz musician. Come on, Jack, you're going to have to do better than that. You're the President of the United States.
I'm not trying to create some sort of a schism between us, but you really need to calm down. You seem to be always worried about something. You're a worrywart.
Then he comes in here talking about the civil rights movement. That boy is retarded. He don't know shit since I know about the civil rights movement. All he knows is got him a colored fella that's his friend, and all of a sudden he's a civil rights leader. He's a stupid idiot, Jack.
I wouldn't have done it if I thought it was going to lead to something bad, but you don't trust me, and I've shown you that I trust you,
right?
and that's not reciprocated. I don't understand it.
Jack, if you would have read those files that you gave me to read, if you would have actually read them, you would know that a ridiculous amount of people go missing in state and national parks a year.
Yes, I read the file. I read through the file, and I know the significance of it.
A lot of these people go missing in state and national parks. Hundreds of people a year, Jack. Some of them are children. And you just willy-nilly throwing this information around like it's freaking fake cartoons you're watching on Saturday morning.
Well, you speak like that's my intention. You speak like my intentions are to do these bad and nefarious things, like I'm purposely causing harm or laying harm to someone. And that's simply not the case. You're painting me with a broad brush.
Jack, if you'd have read through them files like you told me to do, you would know better than what you're doing.
Well, if it's that bad to you, then why don't you run for president? Are you afraid you won't win?
But you're getting all tough and taking in all the air into your chest. You all right? You getting sick? So no, you ain't trying to get tough with me.
You've been up here for a very long time, and you haven't ran and took you on as vice president because you're a friend of the Democrat Party. You are the Democrat Party, I will admit that.
Yeah, you got that right. I am the Democratic Party, but I'm your vice president, and I was happy to be so until you started talking a bunch of shit about beating me in the presidential race.
But if you went up against me, I'd win by the highest margins ever recorded in American history in a presidential campaign.
I never once announced anything about a presidential race, but if you're so confident, I guess we'll see, won't we?
I told you to calm down, you wouldn't listen. I told you to relax, and you wouldn't. I told you everything would be okay, and you don't believe me, and we're friends.
I don't know what's going on with you, but I just don't know, Jack.
Well, then you get awful hateful. You get real hateful, and you get real mean-spirited, and there's a better way to present information. The way you're presenting it isn't something that's going to be easily accepted by anyone. It's very critical and condemning. That you don't even have all the facts yet. You're making these broad assumptions that something bad's going to happen. That's what you call negative Nancy.
Man, you're acting like this is something real small and real minute when it's pertinent and it's something serious, Jack. You can't play with this stuff, and you can't go about it with some sort of a haphazard, cavalier attitude.
But I do understand that if you went up against me, then it would be the highest margin that anybody won the presidential seat.
You're president of the United States, Jack. Just remember that. You want to run up against me, I'd run up against you and mollywop the shit out of you.
And you just don't seem to want to listen to good reason.
Whatever you say, Mr. President. You have yourself a good day, and guess I'll talk to you later on. I don't know what the hell you got going. Stupid goddamn idiot.
I'm the commander-in-chief of the greatest standing army on planet Earth, and yeah, coming in talking that shit. Let me go ahead and get ready to go to Nevada. See Maryland. Get all this nonsense off my mind.
Hey, look who it is. It's the chairman of the board, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, what's going on, Frank? I'll tell you what, did you talk to Jack? I heard you went to D.C.
Yeah, Momo, I got to go to the White House and I met Lyndon Johnson, and me and Jack had a good old time.
Listen to me, did you talk to Jack? Of course you did. Most important thing is, did you tell him what I relayed to you to tell him?
And I did speak to him about what you said, and he can't wait to get out here and hang out with you and, of course, Miss Marilyn.
He's really creating a problem letting his brother just run loose and play Dick Tracy.
Yeah, Bobby's a little old busybody, isn't he? I don't want it to have to come to anything rash, so let's just wait until Jack gets out here and see what he has to say about the whole thing.
His brother Bob's running around up there like a wild Indian, like he's an Apache warrior or something. He's taking scalps in Philadelphia, from what I understand.
Bobby is, he's a little bit of a busybody, isn't he?
And guess what, Frank? There's been no indictments. You know what that means? That means he's not done. That means we may all be done.
Yeah, I heard about that, Momo. That's no good. That's no good for anybody who's in our thing. Not even myself, believe it or not.
Frank, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Let me tell you something. Jack better get his shit together. I'll scratch his back when he needed it. Now that mine's itchy, His fingernails are short for some reason.
If you had to see the things that he's had to see and know the things that he has to know, you'd understand.
Where does he go from Philadelphia? He goes to where, New Jersey? If he comes to Chicago, I'm putting a bullet in his head, Frank. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm putting a bullet in his head. And I know Jack don't want that, so you need to get him out here so he can talk to me.
I don't want anybody to have to do anything rash. Let's just talk to Jack and...
Nobody wants that, Frank. You got Bobby over there with the Justice Department. He thinks he's Dick Tracy, and he's going after everybody with knives out. I don't like this. It makes me nervous. You know what I'm saying? Makes me nervous, that's all, Frank. But I know Jack's gonna get it right. You say he's coming to Reno, huh? From the moment he gets out here, from the time that he lands till the time he gets back on Air Force One, it's gonna be a big shindig. It's gonna be a party. We're gonna have everything he likes. We're gonna have marijuana. We're gonna have girls. Where's Marilyn Monroe?
I've yet to reach out to Marilyn yet, but I'm sure, as you know, she'll be ready wherever there's cocaine and alcohol.
You make sure that bitch is here too. Alright? I don't care what you take that powder out of her nose and powder out her face and clean up and get her. I don't care what it pay her whatever she wants. What else Dino and I ain't seen him around lately. He ain't been in Vegas, he ain't been in Reno, he ain't been to Chicago to see me. What am I now, chopped liver?
No, I haven't heard from Dino in, I don't know, a couple of weeks, but you know he's got that big family, likes to stay close to home. Saw Sammy the other day, though. He's
Listen,
doing
Frank,
well.
what about Sammy? Sammy, who gives a shit about Sammy? Listen, the only reason he's headlining every Vegas show there is. I mean, what else do you want? We're letting him make it. Ain't nobody gonna be on no goddamn Silver Reich shit just for you, Frank. Sorry. I'm sick of hearing about him. We got him in there in Vegas. We did that for you. I did you that favor. You think I did that for him, and no, I did that for you.
I understand your political views and social views. We grew up together.
I grew up with you. I didn't grow up with that Negro, Sammy Davis Jr. I don't give a shit about him, Frankie. Every time we get in a good conversation, gotta bring him into it.
Well, Momo, I guess we'll just simply have to agree to disagree.
Who is he supposed to be?
But, anyways, you know, he's my friend. And I know you don't really believe like I do, but you're my friend as well.
Now shut up about Sammy.
I don't want to leave on a bad note, Momo.
It ain't no bad note, just, Ed, take this.
I don't need money, Momo, you know that.
It ain't money, you lunkhead. Take a look at it. Found that, when Ma passed away, I was cleaning out, you know, the old garage where we would hang out. And we thought we were gonna be a new band.
Yeah, it's a little picture of us.
Looked like one of us got that band going, didn't we?
I think we both got a band going, Momo.
Yeah, I suppose in a way you're right. Frank, I guess we both did. Alright, Francis, you get out of here. Stay cool, you cuckoo cat.
I'm gonna do my best, Momo. And you hold things down up here in Chicago, and when you come to Vegas, I'll sing that just for you.
You better. Alright. And I'm sorry for speaking ill. I don't want to speak ill of your friend. I know Sammy Davis Jr. is your friend. I'm just concerned with all this heroin going around these colored neighborhoods. And, you know, he looks like he's on death's door.
Oh, he's fine, Momo. He's just built small. He's a small guy.
Yeah, it looked like he's ate up with it. But anyways, again, I don't mean any all, you know, no harm, no foul, huh?
Come here, you. All right, Momo, I'll see you in Vegas.
Oh, Frank, by the way, I need you to do that Marilyn Monroe thing right away. Like, as soon as you wake up, if you even go to sleep.
Yeah, sure thing, Momo. Don't threaten me with a good time. I'd love to see Marilyn.
Hey, hands off, naughty boy. That's for Jack. See if she can get some of that nose powder she likes so much and get him to do it.
What?
Nothing. Forget I said anything. I say goodbye and enjoy your flight. Hey, did you hear that weird shit done, Carlo? I told you.
Yeah, I heard. I tell you what, he walked right past me. I could have sworn he looked me right in the eyes, and I kind of nodded my head and I said, Frank, and he didn't say anything back. I mean, I don't know what's the matter with the kid. Really don't care. He's a singer. He's not an earner. He earns for Frank. Frank earns for Frank. We earn for the table and to feed our families. I understand y'all are childhood friends. He's from Chicago, you're from Chicago and all that, but, you know, at the very end of the day, you know, leave him alone. Just leave him alone.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just don't like some of the things he's doing, some of the decisions he's making. You know what I mean? He doesn't seem to listen sometimes.
I see you getting mad. I see it in your eyes.
You always do stupid shit whenever you're upset, so just let that go and let's talk business.
Don Carlo, you know, just like you said, we grew up together. I would do nothing to lay harm to my friend.
I tell you what, it makes me nervous, Mom. You and Frank arguing the way y'all do. You getting mad at him and raising your voice at him about Sammy Davis Jr. You need to relax on that man. He's a part of our thing. He's a made man. You can't just be handling him like he's a bag of groceries.
I don't know, he's taking pills and drinking.
I'm not really sure what Friend's problem is, and I don't really care. You shouldn't either. You're worrying yourself about a bunch of nothing. What we should be worried about is Bobby Kennedy. Bobby Kennedy's the one. Momo, I think you know that. But we're here to talk business, or we're here to talk about your girlfriend.
And we're here to talk business, Don Carlo. You're right. And he's not my girlfriend. Come on now.
Hey, no, can't take a joke no more. All right, check it out. You were absolutely right with what you said. I know what you're asking about Dino. I'd rather have Dino any day of the week. He's one of us. He's a wise guy. But Frank is the one that's always, Dino wants to sit at home with his family. You know what I mean? He don't want no parts of the action. Frank's always in the middle, but he doesn't want to play. You know what I mean? He wants to be around all the players in the poker table, but he wants to sit there and play flapjack, jacks, what else is there to play?
I know what you're saying, Don Carlo. I don't know what flapjack is, but I know what you're saying.
All right, well, as long as you know. But I'll tell you what. You need to kind of go check out Sammy's new shows that he's putting on.
Don Carlo, come on up. I don't care what he's got going on. What is this?
No, Sammy got that on.
That troublemaking son of a bitch.
You see, that's where we staunchly disagree. I've always disagreed with you on that.
You know I don't like him.
I like Sammy Davis Jr. He's a great singer and dancer. You see him glide, he glides like a swan.
Oh, ain't that something?
And when you see him glide with those tap shoes on, it's almost watching a rare bird in flight. Are you kidding me? Negro or no Negro, you can't deny the man's talents. I mean, let me tell you, Sam. I was in Vegas the other day, right? Just the other day. I think it was last weekend.
I don't give a shit.
Sammy was headlining. He was headlining the Caesars. And he had them tap shoes on, man, and I'm telling you, it was like watching a rare bird glide across a steel
Well, I'll
lake.
tell you what.
It was a beautiful type thing. And guess what he did this time, Sam? Guess what he did on this one?
You know, you're gonna make me,
You'll never guess. He brought out, the black son of a bitch brought out 6 shooters. He brought out 6 shooters out there on the stage.
Did he?
And it had to have real bullets in it, unless it was some sort of a gimmick. I don't see what they could have done.
Well, I hope he accidentally shoots himself.
But he had real bullets in it. He's shooting out like lights that they had set up on stage, and he shot some plates and other things.
All right, Don Carlo, yeah, that sounds great.
It was phenomenal. With that being said, you know, you can't be running around here as a Negro trying to marry white women from Europe.
The studios made him marry that black woman. He should have stayed with her. He didn't have sense enough to do that.
But Frank's got that bullshit in his head.
You know and I know, we stick to our own kind. What does he think he came out of the oven just a little bit overdone? I don't care how good you sing and dance. He gets down south in Atlanta and Biloxi. He ain't doing that shit. You see, he ain't shuffling around with white woman on each arm. Who cares if he has a couple of Kumars on the side that are white? Who cares? That I'll say salute.
I think Frank, maybe, you know, a lot of them colored folks are on heroin nowadays. Maybe Frank is too.
Yeah, well...
Sammy, he's 5'5", 38 pounds. He gotta be on something. And check this out. I ain't one to spread rumors like some woman. I hate to even say this to you, but Sammy Davis Jr. worships the devil.
See, I told you that Moulignon is probably throwing chicken bones or something, Don Carlos.
Worships Satan, Momo.
You know, one of these days I'm going to ask you a question I hope you say yes to. We just go ahead and move him on out of the way, and I think everything will be all right after that.
But you didn't hear that from me. Now, what's he going around a bunch of Satan worshippers? Lord forbid. Mother Mary and Joseph.
No, I'm not co-signing any of that stupid shit.
That's neither here nor there. We're here to talk about Bobby, not even Jack. Jackie's not the problem. Jack's a good guy. He's okay for an Irishman. Bobby, on the other hand, old Mr. Robert Kennedy, the top cop, he's the one, Momo, and I think you know that. And let me tell you something. He told me about him coming to Chicago.
You know, I don't think he's that stupid.
He's messing with the boys in Philly. I mean, what he's gonna on those old train depot stops that the presidents used to do? Well, next is New Jersey, naturally. You can play them stupid games with them if you want to, but I'm just not gonna do it.
Don Carlos, with all due respect, I think he'd come to Chicago before you messed around in New Orleans.
Hey, if Bobby got his stuff together, everything would be alright, but it looks like he's going the complete opposite direction of that, Momo. I don't like it. I'll tell you the truth, I don't like him. Sam, I will put a bullet in that man's head, just to be clear.
Yeah, Don Carlos, I don't think that you do anything less than that. You know, let's try to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. Pardon me, I don't mean to get, too too uplifted in spirit about the whole thing, but listen,
Hey, we'll take care of things, but we gotta calm down, just like you said. We gotta calm down and keep level heads, or it's gonna sink the entire ship, not just our portion.
So, Boy Wonder, what are we gonna do about him?
Old Joe Kennedy, he's the one that made all the promises. Jack didn't promise shit, it was his old man. We put a bullet in his head, that's gonna send a strong message to Bobby and Jack to kinda, you know, get on board with our program. Or else. That's just my opinion on it.
You know, his father had a stroke, Sam. A stroke.
Oh, a stroke. My own.
Yeah, he's sitting on his front porch like a bowl of vegetables.
Poor bastard. Ah, well, there goes that.
So let's go ahead and get all this wrapped up nice and neat. Like you said, give Marilyn Monroe and Dino and the guys. You gotta let Sammy come.
Do what? I gotta what?
You gotta let Sammy Davis Jr. come. You know that, don't you?
Oh, come on, Don Carlos. Are you being serious?
You can't mess with him. Frank will act like a little girl about it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see you two into it.
I mean, I don't want to sit down with them.
That's just all there is to it. I'm not asking. You know, Sam, I'm not asking.
All right, it's as you say.
Come here, you. Hey, I'll tell you what. Tell everybody I said hi. And there's a box of cigars back in your office, the kind you like, all the way from New York.
Well, it's very elegant and very chivalrous of you, and I gladly accept and appreciate it, Don Carlos.
Hey, God bless. We'll get it straightened out, I promise you that. Hey, Gino.
Hey, what's up, boss?
I want you to stay here, but say it was Sam and his guys. Take a couple of your boys.
Hey, what about my burro? I don't want to fall behind, you know?
Don't worry about your burro.
Yes, sir.
Your burro's gonna be just fine. I'm gonna bit somebody else on it.
Oh, I understand, sir.
But I want you to stay here with them.
Yeah, see, I mean, yeah, just keep an eye on him, you know, I'll make sure that everything's everything, and if he needs any help with anything, we'll help out.
He looked kind of perturbed, he looked kind of put out and depressed. And, you know, he makes rash decisions. You know what I mean? I want my people here for moral support.
Whatever you say, Skipper.
And to tell me if he's, going off the rails and maybe thinking about doing something crazy. You got me. You're a good kid. You got money? You got money? Well, here, take this. It's about $1,000.
Oh, well, hey, hold on. That's way too much money. It's only me and the three guys, you know?
No. Take it.
Don Carlos, I sincerely appreciate it, sir.
Get all your guys that you're gonna bring with you. Get them a fresh haircut, shave, and a new suit.
You're a very, very valiant and elegant boss there, sir.
That's on Uncle Carlo, huh? Don Carlo got it for him, and you know how it goes. You're a good kid.
Yeah, absolutely. You know every word that he says, you know, and it'll be kept on the down low. Our guys won't even know what's going on.
Call me if you need anything, and call and tell me everything. Capiche?
Thank you again, Don Carlos, and I'll make sure we get some fine suits and our haircuts make us look presentable. For you, in honor of you.
All right, we'll see you later.
Boys, it's gonna be us that gets that book back. We're gonna do our dead level best to do so. No more MI6 agents are gonna come to American soil. The chief director has made sure of that. And I'll promise you, our fallen comrade, the hunter agent that was shot by James Blackman, will not be laying in that hospital in vain.
Well, where's this book?
I can't tell you that, hunter agent, but what I can tell you is we're about to talk to the Queen. And I'm gonna make it clear that any more of her agents will not be tolerated and will be met with force.
Jake, I don't think you're going to be able to trust anything that the Queen says. There's something more to this, I promise you that.
I hate to agree with Trapper, but I think he's right. Plus, you got this whole Bohemian Grove thing happening at the same time the Queen's little book goes missing. Something's up. Something's up, Jake.
You may be right, old man, but we still have to do our jobs, and we have to do it down to the letter. All right, gentlemen, let's get ready to talk to the jolly old Queen of England, shall we?
Deputy Director Redding, can I sit in and listen? I'll be quiet. I'll sit in the back and I won't say anything.
Sure, madman. I like the initiative, kid. Somebody make some room for the kid.
Hey, what's going on, Clinton?
Well, what's up, Jumbo? Come on in and have a seat. Get Jumbo a scotch and water, please. What can I do you for, Jumbo? What brings you all the way down here to Little Rock?
Well, I just miss seeing your ugly face, I guess, Clinton.
Well, that was awful rude there, Lyndon.
Well, quit being so sensitive. Listen, me and Jack kind of got in a little quarrel, a little spat the other day, and he was talking about me running against him for the Democratic nod. Can you believe that?
No, I can't. What's the matter with him?
You tell me, Clinton. Well, listen. Don't even tell Dad about it. Even though I'm sure he knows. But there is a police force that takes care of them woolly buggers.
That takes care of woolly buggers?
Yes, sir. They take care of them hairy men. Them hates. Catamounts, y'all call them over here in Arkansas in some places. The buggers. Booger men. The monsters out there in the woods. Clinton, quit acting like you ain't got no sense.
I knew what you was talking about. Lyndon, just relax. I'm trying to mull it over.
Well, you better use the chainsaw because Jack is starting to lose his mind on the whole thing. He brought Frank Sinatra, of all people, into the White House. Into the White House, Clinton, and showed him a film of multiple different types of these things, not just woolly boogers, all sorts of stuff. And there was a recording playing of some guy sounded like he was German, explaining how you don't mess with none of their cubs. It was crazy, Clinton. Then he wanted to get mad at me because I opted and he brought me into the midst of it.
Well, calm down, Lyndon. You seem like you're up in arms about the whole thing.
Well, hell, how can I help but not be?
And I see your point. He's put you in a precarious situation.
Well, he better be careful. He just better be damn careful.
Well, Lyndon, don't be talking like that now. Everything's gonna be all right. Jack's your friend.
But my friend's ass. He ain't my friend. If he was my friend, he wouldn't have talked all that nonsense. Can have a little bit of trust in what I tell him. I'm older than him, and I've been on Capitol Hill longer, and I've been giving him nothing but wise counsel. And he wants to bring Frank Sinatra in there. That's all right, because his brother's going to find out, and when he does, he's going to put a pot knot on his head. His brother is a tough character. I mean, he's a tough customer. Old Bobby Kennedy. I like him.
Well, Lyndon, what the hell do you want? What are you in the office for? Why are you in Little Rock? What you just told me don't make a sense. It don't make no sense. It don't make a lick of sense. What is it you need from me?
Well, I just really came down to see how things were going, to get my take.
Yeah, that sounds more about right. And I wanted to say that to begin with, then we start talking about the other silly shit afterwards. Break off, Jumbo, his portion, please. It's in there in my lounge. All right, well, outside of that, everybody doing good? How's Lady Bird? How's your girl?
Oh, Clinton, everybody's fine, just fine. How's the boys doing?
Well, I appreciate you asking, Jumbo. Billy started playing the saxophone, and he thinks he's going to be Louis Satchmo or something. And I don't want to talk about that other one. He's always got some shit going. But outside of that, everything's fine, I guess.
Now you sound all blunt.
Well, I'll tell you about it. Jumbo, I'll tell you all about it. Listen, Dad is getting fed up with these Italians down in the South. And it's only a matter of time before he pops his top on the whole thing. He threw the phone up in his office, so he's down here in Fort Smith now. Threw his phone across the office when he was talking to one of them down there in New Orleans. I forget that old boy's name.
Marcello.
Yeah, Carlos Marcello or something like that. He's all right, and he's the one that Dad, he's friendly with. And he got mad at him, so I don't know. I think a war might pop off, Lyndon.
Well, it just may, Clinton.
But they better start acting like they got some sense. That's all I know.
Frank Sinatra coming in the White House. Well, Clinton, I was just passing through, really. I'll tell you what, though. If you ever hear from Dad, you let me know, and we'll get together. We'll get together here pretty quick.
All right, Jumbo. Hey, Jumbo, take that jar. It's got your name on it. I was going to bring it to the next meeting, but since you're here...
I don't want none of that old white lightning. Who made it, you?
Actually, it was Red that made it over there in Oklahoma.
Oh, Red made it? Well, shit, yeah, I'm taking it. Oh, what's your letter, Clinton?
Mr. Vice President.
How you doing today, boy? Go get Jumbo and tell him Dad's at the door. We ain't got time to tarry.
See, I knew it. I knew there was more to the story. Look at there, the Dixie Mafia.
You're right, Captain. I never really thought about it that way, but it is quite the adventurous story.
So Lyndon Johnson was active in the Dixie Mafia while he was vice president, and I told you the mob had to be involved. You had Momo Giancana, Sam Giancana. Well, Deputy Director, this is an amazing story. Like I said before, I wish he could write a book.
And you only got to hear part of it.
Well, in any event...
This is the giant of Pennsylvania Avenue.
Oh, shit. How you doing, Colonel?
Better have a good reason why you're not filling in for your pansy-ass partner. And out there with those cadets and those young hunter agents who have been looking for you for guidance and for today's orders for the past hour.
Colonel, thing about that is...
Where's your partner at? Is he still at home sick with a bellyache?
He's ill. He doesn't feel well. I'm just filling in.
My belly would ache too if I drank as much whiskey as that kid's probably drinking. You're going to go get back on the floor with all those cadets and young hunter agents.
Yes, sir.
And do the job that your partner would be doing, were he not a pansy-ass sissy sitting at home wiping his stuffy nose.
Colonel Madman is right, Reuben. You better go get on the floor.
Yes, sir.
Sir, that means get your ass back to work. And if you don't, you're going to wish you dead, because I'm going to have you running stadium stairs until your kneecaps look like water balloons.
Don't worry. You can come during downtime and I'll fill you in on the rest of the story.
Yes, sir. Going to do it right now. Sorry for the tardiness. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Deputy Director Redding, thanks, sir.
Have a good day, son.
Colonel Madman, always a pleasure, sir.
Ah, you're a good kid there, Cap. Just keep up the good work.
Colonel Madman, what have you got for me?
Golly. It's like being back in baseball when I was in high school. Hey, look who it is. Do you enjoy yourself?
Hey, Big Tex, you won't believe all the stuff I've seen. Hey, what were you doing in Redding's office so long? You in trouble?
No, I'm not in trouble. He was telling me all about Jack Kennedy and,
Well, I don't even care. Hey, listen, I went to the third basement. I got to see where y'all keep the creatures at that I check in. And then, what else did I see? I got to see the hunter agents floor, where they keep all their equipment and gear, permissions. And I got to see, what else I could see? I got to see the secretary pool who...
Oh, well, that's awesome.
And I left some numbers, don't you know? Yes, sir, old Mr. Alexander Hamilton gonna get him a hot bait for me upside down skyscraper. There got some pretty girls down here.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of pretty girls down here.
I know you're a madman and everything, but I'll tell you what, it's a wonderful thing to have such a beautiful women that you get to see on a daily basis. You get to work with them, look at them, and they pretty.
Well, that's outstanding. I'm really glad you got to have that experience.
But anyways, that's neither here nor there. What would you, so you in trouble? I hope I didn't get you in trouble, you know.
Oh, no, I was learning about the Bureau and the history of the Bureau, and Colonel Madman came in and dug in my ass like a well. It's all right, though. I'm not in any kind of trouble.
Colonel Madman? Yeah, I remember Madman. I remember when he first started.
You knew Colonel Madman back in the day?
Yeah, he was a kid.
He was a kid? No kid. Was he as mean as he is now back then?
No, he wasn't mean at all. He was very polite. Good kid.
Huh, I couldn't imagine it.
He was always asking the right questions and very polite. He was a young gentleman. He's still a gentleman, but I hear him getting in y'all's ass sometimes.
Well, it's almost lunchtime. You want to go to cafeteria, get a sandwich?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right on.
What kind of sandwiches y'all got down there? Hopefully it's Cuban on rye. No, I don't want a Cuban on rye. What do I want? I got liver nut? No, I don't want liver and onions either. Is the cafeteria good down there? Or is it like a hospital cafeteria? I want a hospital food.
I'm gonna say it one more time, Bush, and only once more. I am the Chief Director of the Bureau of Cryptid Affairs. I'm also the President of these United States of America, and I'm the Commander-in-Chief of the most dominant army this planet has ever known. If I were to ever find out that you or your crumb-bum, Satan-worshipping friends at Bohemian Grove had anything to do with the destruction that's going on now in the West Coast because that little one was taken away from his family pod, I will have you killed. But first, I'll have you cloned. And that clone will be so remarkably believable that even Barbara and your own sons won't know the difference. But you, Bush, you'll be dead. Do you understand me?
Sir, that's a little severe. I understand you're upset, but again, I'm your vice president, sir. I'm on your side.
Forgive me, Bush. I got a little hot under the collar there. I apologize.
No, I do understand, sir. You're under a lot of stress. I do understand that.
Hey, let me tell you a joke. See if you heard this one. There's a black guy, a white guy, an Asian guy, and a Mexican guy, all in the same car. But the question is, Bush, who's driving? Huh? Who's driving that car? The police. Haha, you get it?
That's hilarious, sir. That's hilarious. I've not heard that one.
Again, I'm sorry for ticking your head off.
I do. I understand.
But I mean every mad jack word of it, Bush. Every word of it.
I understand, Honey. I do.
You have yourself a great evening. George H.W. Bush, and I'll talk at you another time. Take care of yourself now.
Why did you allow him to speak to us that way? What are you, crazy?
Well, what did you expect me to do? He's more powerful than I am.
You see that pen over there on that desk? You could have stabbed him in the throat with it, repeatedly, and blamed it on him swallowing an ink pen.
I couldn't stab him. I couldn't stab him and make up any excuse. They'd throw me in prison. Then all would be lost. The New World Order would be undone.
Oh, Bush, you've got to do better than this. How do you ever expect to be president and a living vessel for the spirit of God himself if this is the way you're going about things?
Well, don't worry about it because I'm not afraid of him at all.
He's frightened you. He frightens you very, very much.